How are we doing? Second channel. I thought I'd just do a little album review. It's been a while since I've even done anything like this, but I sort of want to get back into it. This channel I can sort of just post what I want, not too much editing, nothing too crazy. So I thought I'd start off by talking about Asco's new album. I actually don't even know the name of it. I can't remember the name of this Asco album, but I listened to it. I'll get the name up now. I listened to it a couple days ago, and then I listened to it all the way through again today, just to get like a refresh on the entire album. Perfect Timing is what it was called. Perfect Timing. Now, I actually enjoyed this album a lot. I think when it comes to UK rap that I still listen to, I listen to a lot of road rap. I listen to a lot of like trap and wave, and then like the occasional, like, I don't know what you would call it, mainstream tune. But all in all, I listen to probably more American rap than I do right now. But when someone drops a road rap album like an Asco or a Scraps or a Potter, or when it comes to like a wave rapper dropping, they're the sort of albums that I'm actually excited to listen to now. So Asco, I listened to the whole album and I made some points on pretty much every song, what I liked, what I didn't like. So I'm just going to run through them all. Let's go straight into it. Starting off the bat, intro. I thought the intro was solid. I thought the intro was a real good introduction to the album. Probably maybe one of my top 3 songs on the entire album. That sounds crazy, but I've only listened to it a couple times, so I might just need a refresh. But I thought perfect introduction. It said everything it needed to about the album. Then straight after that, they had Boys Back, or The Boys Back. I thought the beat was one of them that sounded like it could have been like straight from a Fredo tape. It's like Asco and Fredo, I feel like we got robbed. I know they made a few tunes back in the day, but it would be sick if they had a couple more collabs nowadays, because their beats, their sounds are very similar, but they've also got like their own sounds, their own different styles. But I think that they just match well together all the time. Talking about people that match together well, Asco and Young Adz, High End Fashion will be probably the most successful song on the album. It will take the headlines because of Adz' feature. I think he probably had, if not, yeah, he 100% had the best feature on that album. That's just like a fact. But don't take anything away from Asco. I thought Asco on that song was probably some of my favourite rapping, or some of my favourite verses on the entire album was Asco on High End Fashion with Young Adz. I don't know what's going on with DBE, because Adz is like going under his own name on Spotify, but the music videos have still got Young Adz brackets D Block Europe, or D Block Europe brackets Young Adz. Can't remember one or the other. I'm guessing there's some sort of legal thing that's going on where it's like, right, okay, we've got to keep the name as D Block Europe for now. But it doesn't look like LB's coming back, so I think it's only due time that it's going to just be scrapped off the D Block Europe name. Keep DB as the duo. If they're not going to come back as a duo, just let Adz go under his own name. And that's what I think that will probably end up happening maybe by the end of the year, if LB's not coming back to music. There's got to be more to it, you know what I mean, why he hasn't dropped the D Block Europe name, but that's a whole nother story. That's a story for a different day. Count Me Out. Count Me Out is one of those deeper cuts. I actually enjoyed this song a lot, because it depends what you listen to Asco for. I prefer the harder shit, but I think it broke the album up well. I thought the hook was catchy, all things considered. I actually enjoyed it. Probably not my favourite, like a deeper Asco song on the album. I'll get into that later in the video. Next tune was Bricks and Strips, Daily Duppy Part 1. This was like textbook Asco. The sound had matured. It just sounded like, bro, this is probably one of my favourites that I listened to on the entire album. Like, there was story through it. The voice was smooth. Like, I would much rather listen to a road rap talk about hustling and that sort of music more than pretty much anything else in the UK. I like the wave rap, I like the trap wave, but like the drill music and the talking about drillings and shit, I ain't really fussed about it. But road rappers do it in the right way. And it's like, they do speak about like the shit that they're doing, whatever, but they also talk about the hustle, and they talk, it's like, I just find it way more interesting to listen to. I have very little interest in listening to drill music or anything like that anymore. I feel like road rap, Asco, Potter, like Nines was, Scraps, it's like the most real music in the UK. I can feel it when I listen to it. That's why it's probably like my number one style of music when it comes to UK rap is road rap, 100%. Compared to a lot of the drill music, it feels very real, and that's what makes it appealing for me to listen to. Next tune was Now the next tune was called Modern. This one he put like a little auto tune on the hook. Perfect. Right, I thought he put like perfect amount on it. Was actually one of my favorite tunes on the entire album. I think he does the auto tune even better later in the album, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, straight after that as well, Source, another song. It's like one of the darker beats. It's a cool track, sort of follows on from Modern. You can sort of get like the tone of the lyrics, Modern and Source. You know, he's talking about hustling, cars, designer, muley. It's like Modern and Source. You can tell by the names of the songs what they're going to entail, but they're cool. You know, I think I probably prefer Modern over Source if I had to pick one. But track 8, For You, this was one of my favorites. If you see me looking down as well, I'm reading my notes of what I made when I was listening to the album, because otherwise I just forget it. But For You, this sounded like something straight from an old Nines album, like Nines and Bianca. Like, it was taking me back to like those days. First track that's sort of like a love song on the album. You know, you got a lot of the album about like trapping, hustling, whatever. This is a love song basically. And the verses, he goes in and out of auto-tune, and it's like personal preference, what you like. But as a fan of auto-tune, trap music, as I said, when those bits came on, I was like, yeah, he's doing this right. Like, this sounds good. I thought that song is going to be easily one of my favourites. Like, that's sort of my style, mixing both of the styles of music that I like, putting them together. It was like top tier. I love that fucking song. Probably one of my favourites on the entire album. Daily Duppy Part 2, Last Night in Kingsmead, it was called. One of the best beats on the album for me. One of the best beats on the entire album. I enjoyed the song, probably not as much as Daily Duppy Part 1. And just like a pet peeve for me was the way that the songs are called. Like Daily Duppy Part 1 and Part 2 and Part 3, as you can see here. Like, I'm a bit OCD, so seeing shit like that, I'm like, I wish they just took it off the album, left the Daily Duppy shit out, and it just looks cleaner. That's just me. I got like an OCD thing about that. It's got nothing to do with the music though. Straight after, 50 Pointers with K-Trap. I actually didn't go crazy about this song. Like the hook, the beat, it's just one of them I wasn't too fussed about. I think K-Trap's feature got better as it went on. I thought it started off pretty slow and it got like a little better, but I'm guessing it might be one of the most popular ones on the album because it's got a K-Trap feature. But me personally, I'm not too interested in listening to that song. I don't think I'll ever listen to it again. Whereas Pain, the song right after, is exactly what you'd expect it to sound like. It's like perfect Asco tape song, you know, talks about his time in jail, the effect on his mom, his friends that have passed away. Like, it's important to have songs like this on the tape, and I'm glad he put it towards the end of the album, because, you know, some artists put like these deeper cuts at the start of the album. Like Count Me Out sort of was similar, but it's not as deep, I felt, as Pain was. It just wouldn't feel the same. You need a bit of time to get into the album, and then they drop like a heavy hitter like Pain. I think this is probably one of the heaviest like songs on the entire album, story wise, and how deep the lyrics were. Talking of deep, Money with H is sort of like the complete opposite, but Chef's Kiss, I fucking really enjoyed this song. I thought H and K-Trap, when I was looking at both those collabs, I was thinking chances are I probably could prefer the K-Trap one, because Asco and H, don't know where that could go. Turns out it was the complete opposite. The production on Money with Asco and H was top tier. Fucking loved it. Muley flow on it was sensational. H as well, probably one of my favourite features on the entire album. He's, like he said, lyrics like broski waving two sticks like he's orchestrating. It's just like a chill, laid back listen. It's not like you just had Pain, this heavy hitting song, and H and Money come in after. It's just like, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of replay value on that song, and I enjoyed that listen. Then They Wanna Know, Daily Duppy Part 3, track 13. These sort of back end of the album, the last four, probably my least favourite quarter of the entire album. The Daily Duppy's my least favourite of the three. I didn't even really write that much about it. I just said least favourite of the Daily Duppy. When it got to these four, I just felt like they could have maybe been cut off the album. I put Gone Clear was my least favourite from the entire album. I put that the auto-tune on it wasn't hitting the same as the others. And then Honest and Outro, Tragic's feature on track 15, wasn't too fussed about at all. You can listen to it, let me know. But those, like, basically last four songs, I put that there's good bars in them, But if I'm being honest, I was getting a little bored towards the end because I fuck with Asco, but the style only goes so much. There's only so far you can go with that style until it gets like a little repetitive. It's gonna be in like he's been getting it in from Young, mention the Muley, like a lot of dissing other man. Like I like them, but I feel like they maybe could have been cut from the album or done slightly differently. So in all, like the entire album, that last 4 songs definitely my least favorite. Like quarter, 16 songs, those 4 100% my least favorite. But like the first 12, I really enjoyed it. I think maybe by the time track 14, I just felt like the album could have stopped there. We could have just had an outro and left a couple songs off. But all in all, bro, I enjoyed this album. I'm glad that we've had like a road rap album this year. Because I think Scraps was last year with Reflection. Pot of Paper was last year with that Halloween one. I can't remember what it's called. Like, there hasn't been really like many UK rap albums like that this year. So Asco, it was fun. It was a good listen. I mean, I enjoyed it. There was like some surprising songs on there, and I think the songs that I probably fuck with the most, other people won't like as much. People prefer songs like Pain and like proper Asco songs. But yeah, glad to see him back, man. Let me know what you thought in the comments if you even see this video. If you're new, this is my second channel, so make sure you hit subscribe and subscribe to my main channel if you haven't already. This is going to be like sort of less edited videos, just me talking more about the music. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like the video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one.